the Silver Dasher.
Morning. It's Thursday. I'm in my car and we're going to do the morning spark. We're going to do DoorDash this afternoon. I've already got my order. Almost $30. That's just over $27 for 10 miles. 2 customers, but both customers are only about 17 items each, so not too bad. Yeah, sparked all day yesterday. Turned out to be, surprisingly good. Even though once I got to Anderson, it was kind of, slow. I mean, really slow. I didn't get my first order until like an hour after I arrived, which is okay. I had to, do an extra errand, but yeah, if I get all the tips, it'd be over 100, close to $110 or more. So anyway, so let's go ahead and head over to Walmart, get ready to do the double shopping and to the customer. Let's see what today's brings. So see you in a little bit. Well, just finished dropping a little shopping. Not too bad. No heavy stuff, no heavy drinks or anything like that. First drop off was to a house. I'm over here by the river. The house subdivision is on the river. It's very nice. And then the second drop off was just one street over to a camper, and it was right there. It was very easy. And miracle, several offers popped up. 2 of them shopping. I picked one of the shopping ones. So my second shopping of the day. So let's head back to Walmart, and it's a double shopping, and I looked at the number of items. It's about the same as last week, like average about 18 items per customer. So not too bad, not too bad. So let's go to Walmart, do some more shopping, and then deliver. See you in a little bit. Well, I just finished dropping off the second shopping of the day, of this morning. Very rare event. First drop off was neighborhood been to many times for door dashing. Second drop off, campground over here by the river. Been in this area before, but not in that particular RV or camper park. The one I've been over is right over here. So, yeah, that was very interesting. That was second. The shopping, easy. The only thing that was not really weird, but the house, the first drop off, they wanted a huge air filter for their air conditioner. It was like 30 by 24. It was huge. The one at our house is only like 20 by 25. But yeah, it wouldn't fit underneath the cart. It was so big. I had to sit it straight up in the cart. So yeah. Oh man. So now, I'm gonna disconnect Andrew Auto because I want if I get another offer pop up, the little chime will happen. Because I don't miss out. But it's already 8:30. Wow, I usually end this around 9 o'clock. So I take a little break and then take started doing DoorDash, which it rained this morning, but it's now stopped. On that first offer, it wasn't raining when I went in to shop, and then when I came out, it was raining, and I was able to live. But now it's kind of stopped. Still, it's severely overcast, but according to car, it's 61 degrees. So I guess that a warm front came in. That's what's bringing this clouds and the rain. So anyhow, so make my way back to Walmart just in case, maybe I get an extra offer. Because when I dropped off the first one, if y'all remember, I got like boom, boom, boom. Multiple offers came up. So one was a drop off, pickup, and I said, I don't do it. And then this one and another one were shopping, so I picked this one. So, pretty good morning. So, anyway, well, let's head back towards Walmart. If I don't pick anything, I'll head on home. Probably end the spark then. Change clothes, get ready for DoorDash, and fix me something to eat. And probably have to wear my very light jacket for rain. Because it's not miserable. It's just irritating. Hey, it can be overcast all day long as long as it's raining, I'm happy. But if it rains just a little bit, that's fine. But the heavy downpour, if it rains so hard and I see an old man in a boat full of animals, then I know I'm in trouble. So, all right. So let's head back towards Walmart and see what happens. So, see you in a little bit. Welcome back. It's now time to do DoorDash. It's going to be messy though, it's raining. So let's start the app. I'm exactly at 85 points, which puts me in platinum. So, let's see if we have another yo-yo day. So yeah, it's raining pretty good right now. Yeah, we'll see how well this lasts. So anyway, so let's head over to base, which is currently Cracker Barrel, and see if we can get something. So, see you in a little bit. It's been base about 15 minutes. Got the first order. Slightly underwater, but Little Caesars, a little over $10 for, I think, 15 miles. Reason is I took it because, I'm right on the border. One decline puts me back in gold. Trying to get the acceptance rate up so then I can then do some wiggle room like this. But it's over $10 and it's raining like heck. So kind of makes sense that a Little Caesars order. But looking at the route, it'll at least put me down south of the gauntlet. So on the way back, I'll run the gauntlet. So let's see how this is going to turn out. So Little Caesars in the customer. See you in a little bit. Thank you. Well, I just delivered at Little Caesars. Yes, pretty honest. I'm out here on the Logan Dam area, but the directions, paragraph long description where to go. Still missed it. Customer says, I have mine's house has the silver car. I saw a car. It's not silver. It's like a bluish color. When I think of silver, I think of silver. They may think it's silver, but anyway, I thought I went down. There was a gentleman there, so no, he's right up there. She's up there, so I turned around and came back in. So hopefully I got it in time. That's the type of direction. I mean, this is rural. I'm on a lone country road, and there's nothing out here. There's one gas station with overpriced gas that has a little quick shop. But other than that, there is nothing out here. Not even a Dollar General. If you don't have a Dollar General, you're in the woods. because Dollar General's everywhere. That reminds me, it was about a few weeks ago. I had it was Walmart Spark delivery. I was delivering to out there in Cook Springs, west of the city, to a place I've driven by many times because I delivered Spark and DoorDash, and it's a little place right. If you remember, sometimes I've gone out there past the Cook Springs retirement home, a tunnel that's only one car wide, and right beyond that is a small mom and pop shop, just a little quick shop, no gas, just, and they bought some stuff to resell from Walmart, like a bunch of milk and all that. So I went and talked to them. So they've owned that place for about 4 years, but it had been in existence for many, many years. And it's a kind of like a neighborhood, country. It's a country store, basically, where they sell, handcrafts, type thing, and, local honey, that type, just local stuff. They told me that there's a Dollar General being built right across the street from them. So, so that area is coming. They try to fight it, but out here, this is a perfect spot for a Dollar General right on this road. I mean, there's nothing out here. Yeah, now there's some nice houses out here, but this is all farm. Nothing but farm and horses. So anyway, go make my way back into town, and I'm going to get ready to run the gauntlet. So let's see. Hopefully I get something. Hopefully I win against the gauntlet. So see you in a little bit. Well, the gauntlet didn't win. Just picked up a slightly overwater Taco Bell order. I'm a little far from the Taco Bell, but it looks like I gotta go to Taco Bell and then come straight that down the gauntlet for the delivery, which is fine, which means I get to try to run the gauntlet again. So let's go to Taco Bell, pick up the order, and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that Taco Bell to a very nice young lady, to an apartment complex I've been to many, many, many times. But this is the first time I've delivered to her. And she required a PIN number. But as soon as I finished giving it, I got a high-paying McDonald's order. This is the first time I've been at McDonald's in several weeks. I take that back. I think I did it one time last week while I was gold. But other than that, I used to get McDonald's all the time. Well, this is the first one. So let's head to McDonald's and pick up the order and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just delivered at McDonald's, not too very far. Been in this neighborhood many, many times. In fact,
at the stop sign, turn right onto Woodland West Road.
I don't know if you remember, one of my very first videos that I made, I delivered to this neighborhood. I delivered to this McDonald's was next door to a Christmas I delivered where I was trying to deliver a pizza, and the dog tried to get out at the same time. I was trying to hand her the pizza, so she's grabbing the drink, holding the dog. I'm got the pizza. Dog trying to escape. The dog wasn't being mean or anything. He just wanted to get out. And that was a venture. Well, I just delivered to their neighbor right next door. So when I saw it, I was wondering, am I going to that house? No, almost. It's right next door. So anyway, just as I finished dropping off McDonald's, I got a high-paying Zaxby's order. So let's head over to Zaxby's, pick up that order, and head to the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just delivered that Zaxby order, but the directions threw me for a loop a little bit. I found the house. The instruction says house on the left with the yellow door. So okay, but it said the business name was Benjamin Moore. There's no business. It's not business Benjamin. Maybe Benjamin Moore paint that the yellow door is. But yeah. So anyway, just as I finished that, I picked up just a slightly underwater Dollar General for $9.50 for 10 miles. And it's because I'm already out here, and I'm taking the back way to the Dollar General. I think I know which one it is. I think it's the one on 174. Yep, according to this, I think it's 174. I've been there before. So yeah, that was interesting. Benjamin Moore. I think he was trying to, say he had Benjamin Moore yellow paint. How can I tell name brand? So anyway, I got delivered. So, I'm passing the house with the dog that stopped me. Yeah, but I don't see the little dog. Hope he's okay. And that's on the video. There's the little dog. I'm going, no. And he just came up. He may be, since it's been raining, he may be under the covers. But yeah, that was it. That was the place. So anyway, let's head to Dollar General and do some shopping. See you in a little bit. Oh, two. Come on. The puppies. The puppies. Get the puppies. The puppies. The puppies. Oh, two. Oh, yes. Come on. Let's go. Oh, two. Well, that was very scary. I delivered the Dollar General to the correct place, but they had a pack of dogs that were not friendly. When the dog is barking, when the dogs are growling at you, that's not a good sign. I risked it. I saw it. I was 20 feet away. And they had the door open. You would think that if the dog's barking, they would come out and finally, until I got to the door, you know, the lady came out. So I think I'm going to call DoorDash and says, okay, do not assign me to this customer again. That's not good. I'm going to be honest. I was a little scared on this one. There were like 5 dogs, and one of them came up to start saying, but he was growling, and he was not afraid of me. So anyway, but the good thing is the Dollar General had everything that they wanted. So, you know, so let's and I know exactly where I'm at. I'm west of town. I've kind of made a kind of big circle. In fact, I drove by the house of the liquor store customer. If y'all remember that, for some reason, the app sent me to the Benjamin Moore factory at the industrial park in Pell City. And I had to call and said, no, I'm here at home. She had no relations, or she never worked around. So I had to type in, I had to use Apple Maps to say, I drove right by her house. Oh, there's a black kitty cat. Go. So, off the road now. So, are you hunting? So, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to call DoorDash on that one. That says, I don't want to be assigned to that customer again. So, anyway, so I know exactly where I'm at. I'm about to head towards the interstate and head back into town. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just called DoorDash support, and I said, I hate to do it, but I told DoorDash support about the incident with the dogs. I do not want that customer again. I understand, you know, dogs and all that, and the barking, but this really put a scare in me. And I got bit by a dog when I was a child, and then that traumatized me. But I mean, when I was a child, that dog grabbed me and ripped holes in my, and I had to get shots, and, you know, I had to get, you know, patched up, you know, because they did a good job on me. But yeah, I don't care if you're making, you know, if you know you got deliveries and all that, you keep your dogs in. Now I've delivered many times. You've seen in my videos, the animals come out very happy, and I like animals, and I like to pet them, you know, talk to them. But this was a pack of dogs, big and small one. That one, they had a harness on him. He was aggressive, and, you know, and he was. I think it's only because I was bigger than him. He didn't, you know, bite me. But when you're growling, when he come up to me and he followed me all the way back to my car, and that customer didn't do crap. Just yell at the dogs. Well, that don't do anything. Claiming that her son should have done it. Well, okay, I don't care. So I hate to do it, but now that customer's got a note on them. They got, you know, dangerous dogs. Now they may not dangerous, but you know, this is the first time, and I've been door dashing for almost 7 months, that I was a little scared about animals. So anyway, I had to stop the dash because I didn't want to pick up a dash while I was talking to support. So now that I stopped, I probably won't pick up another order for at least another 30 to 40 minutes, because I was on a good roll there. Yeah, but if you're a door dasher, you know, the thing is, if it was a food order, I would have had my bag. I do have pepper spray, but I didn't have. This was a Dollar General, so I just went to the back and picked up the bag. Next time I see dogs run up to me, I'll probably just get back in the car and call them and say, look, you need to call your dogs off. But it was a risk. I took the risk. You know, I was just trying to make the delivery. But yeah, not going to that customer again. So anyway, so I'm going to sit here. I'm pulling into Cracker Barrel. I'm going to park, see if we get another order. So see you in a little bit. Well, like I said I'm in Cracker Barrel about 10 minutes. Went inside to make a pit stop. And while I was in there, picked up an order. So we're heading to Whataburger. So let's head over there and then pick up the order and then the customer. See you in a little bit.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. And once again, steep stairs. Well, I just delivered that Whataburger to a repeat customer. I think this is about the 4th or 5th time I've been to their place. It's at the apartment complex with the steep stairs. And I remember that description. It's always behind the building. Yep, it always is. You have to walk around the building to get to the apartment. But anyhow, but this put me in a good position. I am now at the southern end of the gauntlet. So we're going to run the gauntlet and see if the gauntlet wins or not. I hope not. So it didn't win last time. So let's see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, the gauntlet didn't win. Picked up a small Dollar General order. $6 for just 3 miles. The problem is I just passed the customer's house based on the route. So I'm going to the Dollar General in downtown Pell City. Go pick up the stuff and then turn right back around and head back down this way to the customer's house, which is fine, which means that I'll be back at the beginning of the gauntlet again. So, all right, so let's on to Dollar General, do the shopping and the customer. See you in a little bit. Oh, look at the kitty cat. Hi, kitty, kitty. Hi, sweetie. Are you looking at a bird? I hear birds. Hi. Hi. Well, I just delivered at Dollar General. No dogs this time. But did see a kitty cat. He was staring out the window. Actually, the screen door. And he was looking. He finally looked at me, but I think he was looking at the birds. But kind of reminds me of my when I was living in an apartment before we got married. I had 3 cats, and one cat, his name was Tiger. He was a regular tabby cat, and the reason he was stripy, but he would wait in the window. I was in a bottom floor apartment, and I can drive up to my door, and so he can see me coming. As soon as he see me, you can tell he start meowing, and then every time I walk in the door, he'd greet me at the door. And then of course the other 2 would greet me too. So yeah, I missed them. That was a long time ago. And he was my Tiger Wagon. That's the nickname. But he was severely bonded to me. He was my shadow. He clung to me like glue. and I still had my first cat. Her name was Callie, and he would bug the crap out of her because Callie was bonded to me too. And if Callie if I'm laying down, on my side, Callie would lay down next to me. He would get in between me and her and kind of scoot his butt down and push her out of the way. And she'd get mad, start hissing and walk away. So anyway, just as I finished delivering that, I picked up a Papa John's order. $9, just over 9 miles, you know, slightly under, but you know, I'm out here, I'm near it, so I'm gonna go pick up the Papa John's. You know, if it was a $2 Papa John, I ain't touching those. Even if it was 1 mile, I'm not touching it. So, so let's head to Papa John's and pick up the pizza and then go on to the customer. See you in a little bit. I appreciate it. Thank you. Well, I just dropped off that.
Quarters of a mile.
Just dropped off that Papa John's pizza. I'm out here in the hills again, and I picked up a Dollar General. I think I'm going back to the same Dollar General I did the last trip. And it's now this one is underwater, but I'm trying to, you know, build up my cushion again to get my acceptance rate at least up to 75. Plus, hopefully, maybe by some miracle I can improve my shopping rating. Because the shopping around here is only Dollar General, but still, somebody, you know, we can all hope. So anyway, yeah, boy, getting to here wasn't so bad. It's just the people on the road. I had a lady, she was going through the gauntlet, heading over here. She was stopped at the red light, but it wasn't red, it was green. And she was blocking traffic. And I honked my horn. And she just sitting there, nonchalant, eating something out of a bag. Personally, I think she was high on something. Because she just like, you know, just not a care in the world. So, anyhow, let's go to Dollar General, do some shopping, and then deliver to the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that Dollar General and then I picked up another one right after that. And it's 5 minutes left in my dash, so this new Dollar General is going to be the last one. But yeah, the shopping for that one was horrible. I was able to get 2 of the items, but the others had to get replacement. And one of them was able to find an empty shelf, the other one I couldn't. And it's, of course, this item's no longer available at Dollar General because they have their own version of the item. So anyway, so let's get back to Dollar General and do some shopping. See you in a little bit. Well, I delivered that last Dollar General. It was only one item.
Turn right onto Sportsman Lake Road.
It was for the stuff for Elmer's glue that turns the glue into slime. I think it was for a school project. Sure enough, as soon as I got to the place, they wanted me to hand it to them. Unfortunately, the bottom fell out, so I got a little soaked. They came out, but they had a gate in front of their place. So I tried to call them. Nobody answered. And then I finally saw a figure come out. It was a teenage girl. She says, "I'm so sorry." So that's okay. So I handed it to her. And like I said, I think she had to get something for a school project. But yeah, I'm done. And the only reason I took the Dollar General because I forgot to turn off the dash, or in the dash the next one, so it picked it up since I'm out here. So, yeah, I mean, it rained this morning, and then it's just been stopped raining most all day, and it got muggy. Oh God, it got muggy. Then, started sprinkling a little bit, but now it's coming a gully washer. You know, any minute now I'm going to see an old man in a boat full of animals here. Because I already see this is like a flash flood. So anyway, that's it for me. I didn't, like I said, there were a couple, underwater items. But like I said, I'm trying to get my stuff back to a point on the AR that I'm comfortable to be more flexible and selective of what I need to reject and stay platinum. The problem is until I get those, especially not until I get that major issue removed, when I get my 5 points, then I can be really flexible. So, yeah, so I did platinum. I will tell you this, I noticed, I was gold for at least 2-3 weeks. And this is the first full-time day that I was platinum. Tuesday, I was tittering between gold and platinum to gold and platinum. But today was the first time I was a platinum the entire time, and I can tell you that even though I'm still getting some underwater offers, the quality, I was getting more offers, and most of those offers were, at least above water or more. And I had like at least one high-paying offer. So at least in my zone, in my market, being a platinum is an advantage. And so I can't play the, just pick, only pick the double dollar over miles. I can't do that here in this zone. And the thing is, well, why don't you go, I can hear people's name, why don't you go to another zone where there's more? It's true. But for example, when I did that one time on a Saturday, I went to Trustful. That's a 40-minute drive. So that's an hour and a half or more each day trying to go that. So that's miles I'm adding, not getting paid. So that's why, and plus, I'm doing this just to, be active and all that. I don't want the stress of having to go through. Now, Spark's different because the Walmarts that I go to, I have a house that I need to check on every week. So that's a little different. So I have a reason for going there. And since I'm doing that every week, I might as well Spark while I'm over there. So that's the only difference. But as far as DoorDash, I just stay here and I, take my licks, so to speak. But yeah, I have noticed now that I've been more permanently all day on platinum. The offers were more numerous and better, even though I still get occasional bad ones. So like I said, I'm trying to get to the point where I can manipulate so I don't take those really bad ones and stick to ones that are just either slightly above or slightly below water. So, man, what a mess, what a mess. Whew. I was going to stop by Walmart there to go pick up some aspirin. I'm out of aspirin. I take just a tidbit. I take 81 milligram aspirin for heart. It's just a regimen, keep my blood thin, keep my blood pressure. My blood pressure's been good. In fact, the doctor, since I've been doing this, my blood pressure actually was too low. So, last week I had to do, that was a regular checkup. And so she took me off one of my blood pressure medicine, or took me off blood pressure medicine, because I've been steady for a couple of years. So that's good that I'm able to get off medicine. And I am just, like anything, if you can't tell, I'm diabetic. But I don't take insulin. It's all controlled by medicine. And she lowered the dosage of one of it's actually metformin, if you're familiar with that. So instead of taking 2 pills a night, I take 1. So yeah, for those people who know what it is, the A1C number, I was at 6.1 and it dropped to 4.3 in this last checkup. Pretty darn good. Don't know if that's a fluke, but we'll do another 3-month checkup. Since we're on the subject and don't want to gross everybody out, but unfortunately, this is the year I got to do a colonoscopy come October. So when you get to be my age, when you turn 50, you got to do it. Do it at 50, then supposedly is every 5 years. Unfortunately for me, I had an incident where I had to redo 1 and 3. So, but I think it's been 5 years since last time, so it's time for another one. Having the procedure done is not a problem. Doing the prep, that's the problem. You can't eat for a whole day, and you got to take this medicine. And it's just like, depending on what medicine it is, there's different forms, but you got to drink it off all one day, and it's supposed to clean you out. It does. It really cleans you out. The only thing you can have is a broth and Jello, but you can't have red Jello. So yeah, the prep is worse. So anyhow, that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully I had to do two different dashes, as you remember earlier. Had an issue with some aggressive dogs, and so I had to call DoorDash support, told them I don't want to be associated with that customer. So, but I had to stop the dash because I didn't want to be on the phone and have a dash come up. So let's go home. Now, if the ring stops, I'm going to make a quick stop by Walmart. If not, just go home and we'll see what happens. So like I said, we'll give the summary when I get home. So see you in a little bit. Well, I'm finally home. I did stop by Walmart real quick, and boy, the bottom fell out. I'm soaked. I went inside and hung up my jacket so it could start drying. Man, this was a really strange day. I almost got attacked by a bunch of dogs. That's the first time that I've been a little concerned. I've been doing 7 months, and I see animals come in. I'm very friendly with them. They're happy. They're just go happy. Not these. Every one of them were barking, and 2 of them were growling at me. So, so I called DoorDash support and said, look, I don't want to be associated with that customer again. They may get flagged for having aggressive dogs, which is fine by me. I'm sorry. If you're going to be using DoorDash, Spark, whatever, and you got dogs running loose in the yard, and they're, and they don't mind her. They didn't mind her at all. She said, shut up. That don't do crap. So I said that was your thing. So anyway, let's look over what the Spark did this morning. I had 2 shoppings this morning. That's, was rare. So for Spark this morning, the confirmed earnings was $37.69 with unconfirmed tips at $13.53. So if I get the tips, that's over $50 in the morning. That's way better trying to do a breakfast dash. So, all right. Hopefully I get a lot of those. Plus I had some incentives came in and all that. So hopefully I get all these tips. So now, dash I had to do separate because remember I had the issue with the dog, or dogs, and so I got 2 sessions here. So let's take a look. Earnings. So yeah, so both of them combined, let me do my math. It's $81.97. That's better than Tuesday. And I pre-checked it. I did 10 deliveries, while Tuesday I did 13. So I could have done, there was a lull period about 30 minutes that, and after, I had to end the dash, and then it takes another few, 20 minutes to get back in line, so to speak. So yeah, and the dash time, I'll calculate that, was it 2 hours for that one? And so yeah, so it's 4 hours, 4 hours and 39 minutes, I think. So yeah, so the $81 there and the 50, I made over $100 again. I like that. We need to keep that up. So yeah, whoo, man, that what an adventure. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting putting this video together. Oh wow. So yeah, but I hated to do that. Yeah, and what's sad, I looked it up. That lady gave me a $4 tip on the Dollar General. Oh, and I did all the Dollar General, and this is like, I didn't make a dent in shopping. So, so speaking of which, let's look at the ratings now. Let's see here. So my ratings, okay, now I'm up to 88 out of 100 points. I need 85 to stay in platinum, so that's 3 points. So my acceptance rating is now at 78. So that's the good point, probably 78 or 80. Probably 80 is what I want to be. The completion rate is only still at 99%. That's because I accidentally, while I was trying to do some videoing, I accidentally accepted a DoorDash, and I didn't mean to, and cancel it. So, but I'm still stuck with 5 points on the quality rate. They still got me as a major issue. So, I don't know if that's going to go away. I'll have to calculate, see how many more orders I need to go. Currently, lifetime orders is 1,039. Looks like I gained a point from the last 30 days since I've been consistent now this week and last week with DoorDash. So I got a point or two from there. So yeah, not too bad. So I think this is going to be workable. God, if I can get those 5 points, then I can really be more flexible. So yeah, so 70% AR. I'm not going to go beyond below that, but I'm going to stay. Tomorrow, I'm going to Spark in the morning and DoorDash in the afternoon. That's when I'm going to start being a little bit more picky. If it's slightly underwater, slightly overwater, I'll probably take it. But if it's greatly, like, double the miles over the minute, I'm going to not take those. Try not to. So anyway, yeah, I'm still at a 4 out of 6 in Pro Shopper. Ooh, I gained 1 percentage point for original items. I'm at 93. I need 96. And I'm stuck at 98% where I need 99 for finding original items. So I don't know how long that's going to stay. So, but anyway, that's probably going to go up again because there was a couple items today that I couldn't get. So, well, I'm going to go in there. And I don't know what I'm going to fix. We still have leftover cabbage and okra. I had that for lunch today, or I had that for dinner yesterday, leftovers. And so, like I said, I'm going to do this again tomorrow. Take Saturday off. Oh, by the way, it is my pick this week, and I know we're not going to barbecue. So, but if you enjoyed the video that I did today, I urge you to like it. If you enjoy the content that I'm doing, I urge you to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. I also urge you to join the membership club to see the extra content, pictures, and some extra videos, but I also do the weekly recap, and I go over the numbers of the week, my total dollar amounts I made, the total mileage I go over, some of the expenses that I do, that I count, and see how I did this week compared, you can see how I do week to week. I also got a new ratio, dollars to miles. It went down below 1 this past week. And I think I know why. I need to stop calculating the miles from my trips from here to Anniston, because I record them for taxes, but that's just to get where I need to go. So I'm not making any money, and I shouldn't have counted. Now once I'm there, then we'll start it up. So we'll see how that works for the next summary. Also check out the links for the shirts and t-shirts and the polo and the uniforms that I've made for everybody, for both Dashing and Spark. Check it out. Also check out the links for the equipment that I use. Everything from straws to the DoorDash bag to the IKEA bags, all the way up to the camera systems that I use. So check it out if you're interested. Purchase them, through the affiliate links and help support the channel. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will do this again tomorrow. So we'll see you later. Bye.